Hello everyone, I'm doing once again another 21 Jump Street episode review. Today's episode is The Worst Night of Your Life. And this is probably one of my favorite episodes. I'm a little biased though, but I'll go into that later on. This also features the last appearance of Frederick Forrest as the character. I will explain why in the next episode. The episode was directed by Rob Bowman, and it was written by Patrick Hasburg, which is one of the creators of the series. Basically, the story starts off with Hoffs already already undercover in a Catholic high school, where there have been some mysterious fires set, arson, explosions, and they have no idea who it is. And so she has to kind of do that. There's not really a side story. We do get we do find out that Hanson is a bowler. Well, actually, no, there is a side story. Penhall is kind of on this mission to find this girl who kind of duped him. You know, he's having bad luck with the ladies, and she she kind of takes his wallet, and like by playing him. So throughout the episode, he is seen looking for this woman, and it's kind of a hilarious situation too. And there is a scene where he tells this girl that he's a police officer, and throughout the whole episode, he's been having bad luck with ladies, and then he tells this one girl, and all she cares about is getting him on a date. It's kind of funny. Because all he wants to do is he's actually working. He's actually looking for this person. You know, one of the characters, one of the main guest stars in the episode is Jane Kinney, which is played by Leslie Dean. Which this is kind of why this is one of my favorite episodes. She is actually a friend of mine, but also she's just really good in the episode. She kind of has a way of kind of sucking you in with her characters. She never seems to play a dull character. She's known for her performance in Freddy's Nightmares, Freddy's Dead mostly, as Tracy. She's been in an episode with T.J. Hooker with William Shatner. She's which I have recently watched. It's a pretty good episode. Johnny Depp actually guest stars in this episode. I mean, in the movie Freddy's Dead, I should say. This is actually. Let me show you. This is one of the scenes. In the middle there. That's from the episode. Another character to note is Troy Byer. She plays Patty. She plays one of the characters, Patty, who's kind of like the red herring. She's been in John Q, Weekend at Bernie's, Eddie. She was on this show called Murder One, and Diagnosis Murder, which is a pretty good show with what's his name from Mary Poppins. We also get Winifred Friedman as Margie. She's kind of like the loner type. She's always being picked on because of her overweight. You know, except from Hoffs and Jane. She was in The Naked Gun. From the Files of Police Squad, the film. She's also been in Desperate Housewives, Without a Trace, Seventh Heaven. She hasn't been like a main character in a lot. She was also actually in Freddy's Nightmares as a character named Jane. She was in the episode Memory Overload. She was in Mr. Belvedere, which anybody who grew up in the 80s knows what that show is. There's not a whole hell of a lot of guest stars to say in this episode because, you know, you get that condensed plot, and then you have the small B plot. But the story itself is pretty good. The episode starts off, with pranks. and the seriousness of the of the arsonist and what happens throughout the episode is pretty well handled. Hobbs finally gets to really kind of shine. Holly Robinson, she gets to kind of shine in this episode, which I enjoyed. There is a character. I mean, there is an actress in here, Elizabeth Barkley. She plays a teenager. She's also seen in Booker as a girl named Tina, and Someone Stole Lucille. Which, when I get to that episode, because I will be doing the Booker series, when I get to that episode, it's not on the Booker DVD set, so I'll have to find some other way to watch it. The side plot, actually, as much as I enjoy the main plot, because Leslie is good as Jane, and Hoffs, like I said, shines, and Winifred is great as Margie. I do tend to lean more towards the Penhall story because it's just hilarious the way Peter DeLuise plays it off. Aoki is in the episode, and we actually do see very much about how Frederick Forrest's character is very fatherly to all the characters, especially Hoff's character. He seems to be very fatherly with her. So it's kind of a sad thing that this is his last episode, and when I get to the next episode, I will explain more. But this is actually a pretty good send-off for his character. I would have liked it better if his character, there was more of a character arc with his departure. That would have been nice. But for me, I would say this episode's probably a 4 out of 5. Like I said, if the character, of Jenko were to be more established, then I think it might have gone up to a 5. All the cast members do a phenomenal job, and I will see you guys some other time with some more.